Hey, what's going on, guys? Hammer Tactical, and we're here another day for a fun-filled activity. We're going to talk about EDC, Everyday Carry. You can see it back here, this quick list. Carry a gun, carry a knife, carry a multi-tool, carry a light, carry your keys and wallet and what have you, your typical stuff. But the point I'm trying to prove with this is you carry your keys, you carry your wallet, or if you're a chick, you carry your purse. And some girls, they don't carry anything, and you are completely ill-prepared at that point. This is just things that you should probably carry because you don't know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, where it's going to happen. Always be prepared. It's better to be prepared, not need it, than need it, not be prepared. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and kick this bad boy off with, first and foremost, I carry my keys. This is something I bring with me every day, everywhere I go, because if I'm going somewhere, I need my keys. I've got to get in the car, got to lock up the house, got to go to another house sometimes. Anyways, so we'll get this off with, right here on my keys, I always carry an Explorer flashlight. This is something cheap. I think it came from well, I know it came from AutoZone. It was a free handout because I was working there as a manager at the time, and got it for free. But it's a decent little light. It's a little 80 lumen. I don't really know how much this thing cost. I think the MSRP was like 60 bucks. I'm like, no one's going to buy a $60 flashlight at AutoZone, especially from a brand that nobody even knows. Maybe you do. Maybe you got good stories. Please share. Go ahead. Go down here and say it. Anywho, it's a simple function. It's the twist to activate. It's actually a quite brilliantly bright light. It chews through batteries. I'll let you guys know that. It sometimes in your pocket, if it hits just right, it turns right on. But that's kind of cool for a momentary. You can kind of push on it and get it to do what you need. It runs off of a single AAA. Moving on, got a little bit of a paracord lanyard. Look at how nasty this thing is. Ew, that's gross. Who cares? Then, right here, uh-oh. Yes. If you're a gun guy, it's good to bring some hearing protection with you. These ones are new, so they're not nasty. My other ones, they're kind of like black, and it was kind of gross putting them in and out of my ear, but whatever. And then also on here, slightly used fire steel, ferro rod. This was kind of like it was a big trend for a little bit. Like, a lot of people were big fans of it. They really used them a lot. I mean, I think Cody Lundeen and those people made them really popular. I got another knife that features one of these in the end of the grip, so we'll talk about that later maybe. There's also a paracord donut on here. You release one of the ends. It might be this one. I think it is. But anyways, so like when you pull out the end, when you pull it out, it just unravels. It's not like a paracord bracelet where you have to sit there and fight to get it out. Like, this will come unraveled really quick if you're not ready for it. Also got, I think they call it a hog tooth, little 308 bullet. And that covers it for the keys. Set those right off to the side here. Next thing, carry my wallet. I carry it all the time. I actually kind of like this wallet just because it's got this little 12 gauge shell here, a little Remington. Like, yeah, I know it's not real, because when I first looked at it, I was like, it's not safe to have an unfired primer. What if I sit on? Yeah, I'm joking. Anyways, inside of here, I'm not going to show you my credentials and who I is. Got this for like $2 at Walmart. No, I haven't really used it. I just thought it was kind of a neat thing that I know that I'll always have with me, and it's got some little wrench heads, and to be honest, I'm not even really sure what that is. Then it's got other different sizes for wrenches. Got a bottle opener. I believe this is supposed to be a can opener. Little saw blade. Flathead screwdriver. Focus. And it's got a little knife on it. It's kind of not really all that great. Anyways, for $2, keep it in your wallet. It doesn't weigh hardly anything. It's stainless steel. So, I'd say go ahead and get one. Set that off here. Alright. And back to paracord. you don't, you know, it's not really a must, but for a while I was playing with this stuff all the time. Me and my buddy City Squirrel, we were making these and just having a good old time. We had a bunch of different colors and cool stuff. This one, it's the only one I have left. People have stolen and I've lost them, and I've used them. So that's another thing. Now let's get over here. Okay. I just did a review on this particular knife, and I'm a really big fan. It's the Piranha Pocket P1. I got this one from Blade HQ. If you haven't watched the video, go ahead and watch it. This particular knife might not be legal where you're at, being an auto knife, but I put it through some use today. I'm really digging this knife, guys. I love it, but I'm not trying to redo a video that I just did. Love it though. Titanium clip, I really like how it carries. It does carry a little bit high. I don't think I mentioned that. It's taken me some getting used to, but I love it. Wouldn't trade it. Wouldn't go back to my other ones right now. And up next, a multi-tool. I work with maintenance, so it's got a lot of wear on it. I use this every day. Sometimes, like, it's going to sound bad, but there's been times where I just don't even bring the sheath. I just throw the multi-tool in a cargo pocket or something like that, because I feel like I look like a dork, but I've been carrying it more and more outside of work too. And then I also throw it in a go bag sometimes. Anyway, let's get to it. Yeah, no, I'm not earning points here. But it's the Leatherman Fuse. I've heard some negative reviews about it. I like it. I actually got this. Go ahead, City Squirrel again. This was a Christmas present from him a couple years back. It's got a blade on it. Something I really like. Everything locks. Then it has a smaller screwdriver or flat blade. I've had to grind this a couple times because I've broke it. Then it has the larger, harder to get out flat blade. I pry on crap with that all the time. Says not to, but I do. Then it's got a lanyard hole. This is the only function on the knife that does not lock. It's pretty cool, but at the same time, I would never use it. But somebody else could think it's the coolest thing since sliced bread. I'm just thinking that they had leftover materials at Leatherman. They're like, hey, let's not waste it. Let's just put a little stamped lanyard hole. It feels like it'll break off. Then it has your P2, number 2 Phillips. Has your trusty can opener. And then a function that I love that a lot of people hate as well, scissors. They work. These puppies work. I've used these to trim fingernails and cut little things, and I like it. Then of course, it's got your pliers, not spring operated or anything. They're getting kind of loose. It's got your wire cutters. They're not the greatest. And there's a hole right here. I'm not really sure what that's about. Maybe used for strippers, but a lot of times I'll be trying to cut something and that kind of interferes. The coolest thing about this though, bam! It's got a little holster built right into the side, so you can carry a flashlight. Well, I'm assuming that's what it's for, and that's what I will forever use it for. And I use this flashlight every day. Everyday carry. Everyday use. This is the Streamlight Micro Stream. It runs off of a single AAA. I'm showing you this for a reason, but okay. This clip kind of gets in the way, so you have to try to figure it out and then get it on, because it resists you. And I've stripped out one before because I just couldn't get it to go on. My fault. It's got a little bit of retention here. It's doubled over. I'm not really sure why. Maybe so you could put it on the bill of a hat. Huh, ding ding, that's probably what it's for. But simple button, one function. We'll leave that stuff out. And for those winter days, focus. Guys, I'm going to have to get a camera. This is not working using the phone all the time. Focus. Zippo. Made in USA. It's a great thing to have, especially in the winter. There's been times where we go out hunting and it's like 20 degrees. And we decide that we're going to stay the night. And you could sit there and strike a ferro rod as much as you want. And sometimes it'll fight you. This doesn't matter. And somebody could be like, well, I carried a Bic. When it gets really cold, I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but I'm sure most of you do. This doesn't want to light when it's cold out. It does not want to. It will refuse to light, and you just get mad at it. So I prefer not to carry one. This, yeah, you do have to refill it, but you can technically refill it with some other things that aren't supposed to be used. I've done it, and it works. And it's very flame retardant. Or not flame retardant, duh, it's a lighter. Wind proof. Not, I wouldn't say proof, though. It's wind resistant, I guess is where I'm going. And let's go to this. Wow. About knocked the whole system over. A gun. Carry a gun. This is what I typically carry. But hey man, that's big. That's a full size. That's a real gun. It's a monster. I got big hands. It's a monster. But you know what? I love this gun. I'm not going to change. There are times where I do carry a smaller one. We'll talk about that here in a second. It's got the tritium sights. This thing, it lights up in the night. It's got the bunch of other stuff. We'll do a review on this gun later because it's truly awesome. It is 15 rounds. Eat it Glock. Look at that. Made in USA. Focus. I am struggling with focus today. Okay, so there's that. And this is the Black Hawk Serpa. It's a pretty common holster. A lot of people wear it. I'm in Ohio, so open carry is not an issue. And I'd prefer to open carry because it's quicker and easier and more accessible. If you really need your gun, sometimes, you know, you might shoot yourself trying to dig it out if you don't practice. And practice makes everything. So practice with your gun. That is a large, large, large portion of this whole entire thing. Practice, practice, practice. Carry, carry, carry. And be good, be proficient. But there are times where I go somewhere where carrying openly isn't okay. It's, you know, it's frowned upon. So this is my setup for that. Oh, still not a small gun. Smith & Wesson SD9VE. I like it. I'm not really... I like Glocks, don't get me wrong, but I don't like them enough to own one because I don't like the grip angle. There's just things about them. You know, tons of people love them. And it's a niche, you know? Like, either you like it or you don't. I like 1911s. Glock guys typically hate them. Oh, well, they're like, well, it's only got 8 rounds. Who cares? You can shoot the nuts off at like 50 yards, so it doesn't matter. This one is rocking 16 rounds of 9mm FMJ. Why don't you have hollow points? Well, because hollow points are expensive, and I don't really like to practice with them, and I like to be able to hit what I'm aiming at, and I don't want to burn through a couple boxes. Yeah, that's an excuse, because I don't think in a self-defense situation I'd really be out of my league. Anyway, okay, so to this gun real quick, it gets carried, it does get carried a lot, and there's, I mean, right here, there's some scars where this sight's been knocked off because I drove away a little bit and had this on the trunk lid of my car, and it fell down some gravel. I noticed quickly, mostly because the thump, 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 kaboom, and I was like, oh, what was that? Oh, I know what it was. And this is a Black Hawk size 7. I had a request to do like a real EDC video. Some people, they claim they carry all this other crap. No, this is just stuff that I wear typically day to day. Sometimes I don't wear a paracord bracelet. I forget. You know, I'll get in the shower and I don't wear it in that because it stinks. Then, there are times like if I'm wearing swim trunks, I'm not going to be wearing a holster. But this has got wet before because I still carried it. But this is what I carry. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you carry. Whatever you carry, drop a link down here. Let me know. If you got a video, go ahead, man. Like, I'll watch it. I like watching what other people carry. You know, you can get ideas from what other people carry. I will say, yes, that's a heavy typical loadout right here. Look at that. That's got some weight to it. But it's all things that I use. But go ahead, like, subscribe, share it, do something. If you didn't like it, tell me what you didn't like about the video. If it's me, keep your opinions to yourself. Anyways, have a good day. God bless America.